perfect time to talk about holidays and birthdays. Now the next thing is how to celebrate when you're on the road.
Don't judge. Don't judge. The inside like fogs up and gets that low like film on it where you clean the windshield and you think you did a good job, and then you come inside and you're like, I didn't even do anything. Well, it's on the inside, not on the outside.
We're at Far Park Equestrian Campground. It's a mouthful. It's just wide open, your typical kind of rally set up in the grass. You can bring your horse. There's a lot of areas over here with fencing and stuff that you can, take them around in. So, but it's very quiet right now. There's only, I think, 7 of us over here, and there's 108 sites. So it's kind of nice. And there is a bike path that's over here, a nice trail that we are going to go on. And then Ryan took a look at his tire. What'd you find?
What do you think is wrong with our bikes? I was thinking about this new necklace for me. I'm surprised how light this wheel is, but I'm missing a component from it. And it's the inner tube. Hold on. I have a flat. So as soon as I took the bike off of the back of the bike racks, I noticed that the front tire was extremely low, like as in it was falling off. Usually that's not a good sign. Typically that means that there's a hole in it, more so than just, oh, it needs a little bit of air. So I took it off. I'm just determining as far as the size. Looks like we need to make a trip to Walmart to buy a tire before we can go on a bike ride. So maybe bike ride tomorrow and long dog walk today. So we'll see. But a little disappointed because I was really looking forward to going on a bike ride. It happens. Mama, what's going on? Oh, this is lively.
Ryan got his bike tire fixed. Walmart didn't have what he needed. Target didn't have what he needed. So we finally had to go all the way to Dick's Sporting Goods. So
it was a pain in the butt. I just trying to find the correct tire size and be able to install was like a piece of cake, but to actually go and find the tire, it was not easy to be able to do. Anyway, we were able to find it, so it's bike ride time. Oh, jeez.
that was a lot of fun. Definitely recommend taking the time to go down the bike trail. Do you remember the name of it?
You should have asked me when we were there.
We saw a sign.
George Butte.
Okay, we'll look it up and we'll probably put it like right around here.
Yeah.
So definitely worth it. We didn't take a lot of video while we were out there, but we did stop to take a couple pictures. We rode down to the USS Kidd,
which is a battleship I think used in World War I or II maybe. And it was a really cool plane. I didn't get the jet, but it was really cool older plane. It almost looked like a P-52 or P-52. Anyways, a Spitfire. Yeah, I can't remember it right now, but it looked very similar to that. But yeah, just gorgeous. Like perfect day, perfect weather, just a nice little bike ride in Baton Rouge, right by LSU.
And what's really cool is that you're not riding right along the road. Most of the time you're actually up on this hill. So you're way up top, so you can kind of like look down at the cars. There are a couple spots where you go down and you come back up, which is a good workout. But it was just nice. It was relaxing.
We had some fun with the hills too. We tried to see how like we'd fly down, or I'd fly down the hill, and then Ange would like speed back up as I'm like, you know, trying to allow her to catch up.
Well, and we try to do like single line, like just in case someone else is coming down the other way, or if there's someone behind us we're not aware of. So try to do like single file. And so yeah, then I had to just cut around him and try and just go flying up the hill.
Not competitive at all. Like I know I am not competitive at all. So it's all my wife. It's all mine.
The fact that he said that gives it away. Super competitive. And you know what he does? He makes me laugh. He does this goofy, like he's like hunched over his bike, like pedaling as fast as he can. So I start laughing.
It's gonna act like an old man kind of biking. And I was like sitting there, or like a little kid that's like going all out. And so I was like hunched over, and she started laughing.
Yeah. So that's how he tries to get ahead.
I work like charm.
He plays dirty. Back into Florida, I thought this was the perfect time to talk about holidays and birthdays. So the first thing I want to say is that when you are downsizing from your house to move into an RV, think about the stuff you like to do. For us, I love decorating for the holidays. And for some reason, I was thinking when we were packing our RV, oh, I'm not going to be able to decorate for the holidays, so let's just either sell the stuff or put it in storage. And I regret that, because now I see, holiday decorations, and I'm like, well, let's just buy some little things, some light things, when really I could have taken some of the stuff that we already had and used it in the RV. So keep that in mind. If you like to decorate for the holidays, or you have special things you do for birthdays, don't necessarily get rid of that or put it in storage. It might be something you do want to take on the road with you, assuming it's not massive or really heavy. So that being said, I still decorate for holidays, and even birthdays. We do find ourselves going out to Dollar General to get like a birthday hat or balloon or little things like that.
Anything that's small and lightweight, that's cost effective, I'm always game for it. Lightweight, cost effective, always works out, especially when every pound counts. You know, it can be something that can be collapsed down. Is it something that can be stored very easily? Like she said, she has a lot of decorations, but they're not these big and bulky decorations. There's things that can collapse down, so you can still celebrate that holiday without it being too much of a clutter.
And I found stuff that, some of the stuff you do have to move every single time you have a travel day and you're heading somewhere else, but other stuff I can just leave it in place because it's not going to be in the way of the slide, or it's like festive towels and some little like draperies and tablecloths and things like that. So it's simple, like he said, lightweight, and I don't necessarily have to move it every single time we travel, because we do travel fast. So I know some people sit in place for a week or two at a time, and we do not most of the time.
Waving at us. Waving at us.
There's a partial solar eclipse today. Since we're in Florida, we don't get to see the full effect, but I think Ryan said it's supposed to be like 60%, which is still pretty cool. So we got our cool shades we're gonna wear, and we're gonna see how this turns out. One of the first things you want to do when you get your glasses is to inspect them to make sure there's no scratches or any type of marks on them. You want them to be pretty much perfect, flawless, to make sure that there's no damaging effects to your eyes. And also you want to make sure that I don't know, you probably can't see it here, but it says that it meets the transmission requirements of ISO 12312-2. That's the other thing that says that this is truly going to protect your eyes. It's not just some cheap knockoff that you got that pretends to be Eclipse glasses.
What are we doing?
I'm surprised you didn't run into the camera because you can't see anything with these things.
I'm blind as can be, which is not helpful because usually I can't see up close anyways.
This is also a good time to mention that if you wanted to take a picture or a video of the eclipse, you need to protect your camera lens just like you need to protect your eyes. So Ryan is trying to use one of our eclipse glasses to put over the lens of the camera so that it doesn't do any damage to the camera.
So it seems like when you're using the phone, I've found that actually using the glasses is not the best solar filter to be able to use, but you can cover up. And so I'm covering up the one that's actually the telescopic lens. And then when I'm adjusting the phone, I went in at a Pro for the, I don't know how it is with the iPhone, but with the Android, Samsung, I found that ISO 3200, 1600, you maybe get not as bright of a glow, and then 3200 seems to give you a little bit brighter of a glow. I think either one would probably be fine. And then speed, I was hitting at 1/350 speed, and that seemed to be the best to get the good, you know, or at least the best photo that you're going to get with the phone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the whole family, but mainly Ange. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay! Alright. Savage just like, I'm hungry.
Savage says, where's my cake? Where's my pancakes?
Are you waiting for your sprinkles?
Wait, show the bone. Okay, that's the birthday bone.
And ready? Crap, that's a big bone.
I might still need it. Small pieces.
Okay, look. What is it? Yeah. Oh, good days.
I asked for cooler weather and I got it. It is long sleeve weather. We went from 99 in Texas with a heat index of 105 to 107 to 70 degrees today in Florida.
Full time has finally come, and we are so glad to be back in Florida. I think we just had to get to Florida, and then it was like, oh, now would be cool, now would be fine. So
yeah,
going on a hike, finally, nice, cool, relaxing. Andrew's in long sleeves and pants. I'm in short sleeves and shorts. So
he plans on working pretty hard on this hike, but you see, it's very cloudy today, and there's a breeze, so this is Floridians' winter weather, so it's long sleeves.
All right, let's do it.
Even Tito says this is sweater weather.
Tito, you the boss? Boss man?
Yeah, his sweater says boss man, if you can't tell. It's kind of kind of crinkled right now, kind of folded. So we already talked about decorating for holidays and birthdays. Now the next thing is how to celebrate when you're on the road. And this can get a little tricky depending on, you know, are you a family? Are you someone who's like gung-ho, like I have to make a whole day, or for some people a whole month, you know, a celebration for your birthday? Because what we initially did is we just planned our trip, and wherever we ended up, we just looked to see what was in the area and we just kind of celebrated.
Yeah.
Moving forward though, we're actually trying to plan things so that we're in a kind of cool place for our birthdays.
I think it's really nice to be able to try to, you know, where you're not in the middle of nowhere, unless that's what the person wants for their birthday, to be, you know, in a secluded area too. But it's so hard when you're specifically trying to define exactly where you want to go. You know, there's such time frames. You know, you can't go 1,000 miles in, you know, 2 days. I mean, you could, but everyone else wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't either. So that's the difference as far as on that. But, you know, for me, I think it all depends on what's going on in the area, and then kind of go from there.